Hey there, amazing people. Ever felt that knot in your stomach? That worry that whispers, are things really as they seem? Or maybe you just wished deep down that someone would truly see you, Well, today's story, it dives right into that feeling. Have you ever suspected someone wasn't being treated fairly? Maybe at work. Maybe somewhere else? Tell me in the comments below. Where are you watching from today? It's always so cool to see how far our little stories travel. And hey, before we get started, a quick tap on that like button would mean the world. Thank you, you're awesome. This story? Yeah, this one's especially for you folks who have a good heart. Let's just peek behind the curtain for a second, shall we? Imagine a place where smiles are plastered on, but underneath, things might be a little different. Today, we're about to see just that. Let's dive in, shall we? The summer heat hung heavy in the air at Sparkle Clean, a bustling cleaning supply warehouse. Amelia, a hard-working single mom with tired eyes but a spirit that still flickered, pushed a heavily laden cart down a long aisle. Each box she stacked felt like a pound added to the weight on her shoulders. She'd been on her feet for hours, the relentless pace set by her floor manager, a sharp-tongued woman named Beverly, leaving her drained. Her throat felt like sandpaper, and a dull ache throbbed in her lower back. All she wanted was a moment to catch her breath, and maybe, just maybe, a sip of water. Meanwhile, a new, somewhat clumsy employee was shadowing Beverly. This new bee, sporting slightly oversized safety glasses and a hesitant demeanor, was actually Mr. Sterling, the owner of Sparkle Clean, going undercover. He wanted to see the real workings of his company, away from the polished reports and carefully curated presentations. He'd had a nagging feeling lately, a sense that something wasn't quite right on the ground level. Profits were good, but employee morale seemed low. He'd heard whispers, just little things, that made him uneasy. As Amelia diligently worked, Beverly approached her, her voice laced with impatience. "Amelia, you're moving too slow. We have quotas to meet. Less chatting, more stacking." Amelia, her face flushed with exertion, simply nodded and tried to pick up the pace, her movements becoming slightly rushed and less careful. A box slipped from her grasp and tumbled to the floor, scattering its contents. Beverly's face darkened. "Honestly, Amelia, can't you do anything right? Now you've made a mess. Clean it up and don't let it happen again." Beverly then turned and walked away, muttering something under her breath that Amelia didn't quite catch but felt like a sting nonetheless. Mr. Sterling, observing from a short distance, felt a pang of sympathy for Amelia. He saw the genuine effort in her movements, the weariness in her posture. He also noticed Beverly's dismissive and frankly unkind tone. His suspicion that something was amiss intensified. Later, as Amelia took a brief pause, leaning against a stack of boxes and rubbing her aching back, Mr. Sterling approached her, still in his guise as a new employee. Excuse me? You look like you've been working really hard." Amelia managed a weak smile. "It's a busy day." Her voice was hoarse. Would you like some water?" Mr. Sterling offered hesitantly, holding out a bottle he'd brought with him. Amelia's eyes widened slightly. "Oh, no, I don't want to cause any trouble." "No trouble at all," Mr. Sterling insisted gently. "Please." Amelia gratefully accepted the water, taking a long, much-needed drink. The cool liquid soothed her parched throat. "Thank you," she said, a genuine smile finally gracing her lips. "That really helps." Just then, Beverly reappeared, her eyes narrowing as she saw Amelia with the water bottle. "Amelia, what are you doing? Loafing around? And who is this talking to you?" She glared at Mr. Sterling. "You get back to your assigned task. No socializing on company time." As Beverly turned her attention back to Amelia, Mr. Sterling overheard her muttering to another employee, "Honestly, some people are just lazy, always looking for an excuse to slack off. And that new guy, probably just as useless." A cold fury began to simmer within Mr. Sterling. He had heard enough. The casual cruelty in Beverly's voice, the blatant disregard for Amelia's obvious exhaustion. It was all he needed to know. His initial suspicion had morphed into a stark and unpleasant truth. The next day, the atmosphere at Sparkle Clean was thick with anticipation. A company-wide meeting had been called, and everyone was curious. Mr. Sterling, no longer in disguise, stood on a small platform, his expression serious. "Good morning, everyone," he began, his voice calm but firm. "Over the past few weeks, I've had the opportunity to see our company from a different perspective." He paused, his gaze sweeping over the assembled employees. "I worked alongside you. I saw your dedication, your hard work." He then turned his attention to Beverly, who stood near the front, a smug look on her face. "Beverly," Mr. Sterling said, his voice now carrying a sharp edge, "I also witnessed something deeply concerning. I saw how you treated one of our most dedicated employees, Amelia. I saw your lack of empathy, your dismissive attitude, and frankly, your cruelty." A hush fell over the room. Beverly's face paled. Mr. Sterling continued, his voice filled with disappointment. "At Sparkle Clean, we believe in respect and fairness. We believe in supporting our employees, not belittling them. Your behavior, Beverly, is unacceptable and goes against everything this company stands for." He then addressed Amelia, who stood looking stunned. "Amelia, your hard work and dedication have not gone unnoticed. I am truly sorry for the way you were treated." Then came the twist. Mr. Sterling announced Beverly's immediate termination. A collective gasp rippled through the room, but he wasn't finished. He announced a new company policy focused on employee well-being, including mandatory breaks and readily available hydration stations. He also announced a significant bonus for Amelia, recognizing her perseverance. But the biggest surprise was yet to come. Mr. Sterling revealed that he would be personally overseeing employee relations for the next few months, ensuring that every voice was heard and every employee felt valued. He wanted to create a workplace where kindness and respect were not just words, but the foundation of their success. Amelia, tears well in her eyes, felt a wave of relief and gratitude wash over her. It wasn't just a bonus or Beverly's removal. It was a feeling of being seen, truly seen, for the first time. It was the understanding that her hard work mattered and that someone cared. The change at Sparkle Clean was palpable. A new atmosphere of respect and camaraderie began to bloom. Employees felt valued and productivity soared. Mr. Sterling's undercover experience had not only exposed the problem, but had also paved the way for a more humane and successful workplace. And the moral of our story today, my friends, never underestimate the power of kindness and empathy. Sometimes the smallest gestures, like offering a bottle of water, can reveal the biggest truths and lead to the most meaningful changes. Remember, everyone deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. Let's all try to be a little more aware, a little more compassionate in our own lives. You never know the impact a little bit of kindness can have.